You've been lied to. You've been told that fear is something you have to live with, something you can't control. Well, I'm here to tell you that's absolute garbage. Fear is not your master. Fear is not your truth. It's a story you've been told, and I'm about to show you how to burn it down, how to destroy it forever. This isn't a theory. This isn't a motivational speech. This is a battle plan for your life, your dreams, your success. Today, you're going to learn how to take control, how to take back your power, how to crush fear every single day, because I'm not going to leave you with ideas. I'm going to give you the steps to make it happen. No fluff, no excuses, just results. Get ready, because this is where you stop being a slave to fear and start living the life you've always deserved. Let's go. Name your fear or be owned by it. Fear unspoken is fear undefeated. The first step to killing fear is dragging it out of the shadows and putting it under a spotlight. Most people run from it, they deny it, they mask it with fake toughness or distractions, but what you hide controls you. What you confront, you conquer. When fear stays vague, it feels huge. When you name it, it shrinks. You give it borders, you give it shape, you make it beatable. You have to get raw and real with yourself. Write it down, speak it out loud, slam your fist into the table and say, this is what's been trying to own me. Because if you can't even say it, you'll never slay it. Naming your fear isn't weakness. It's the first real act of strength. You expose the thing that's been eating at you quietly in the background. You tear off its mask. You look at it without flinching. You stop pretending it's something else. Stress, procrastination, confusion. No, it's fear. Fear of failing, fear of rejection, fear of not being enough, fear of looking stupid, fear of starting too late, fear of losing everything after you get it, fear of not being worthy of love, money, success, respect. When you name it, you own it. You put yourself in the power position. You are the one calling it out, not the other way around. You flip the game. And then you realize most of what you feared was smoke, thin, weak, empty. Your mind made it bigger than it ever was. That voice in your head, the one whispering doubts, it only had power because you let it whisper unchecked. It grew because you never faced it. Name it now. Whatever it is, write it in brutal honesty. Write down every fear you've been carrying in secret. Say it out loud. Get it into the open air where it can't grow. When you get sick of your own bullshit, that's when fear starts dying. If you let pride stop you from naming your fear, you lose. If you let ego hide your fear behind "I'm fine" masks, you lose. Kill the mask, kill the lie, own the damn fear. Because if you don't own it, it will own you. It will sit in the driver's seat of your life, steering you away from every opportunity that matters. It will pull you back when you need to leap. It will shrink your world, your dreams, your destiny. You think you're playing it safe, you're not. You're playing it small. You're giving up everything you could be for the illusion of staying comfortable. Name it, own it, drag it out, and punch it right in the mouth. Because only what you expose, you can explode. And when you do, when you say it out loud, when you see it clearly, it loses its death grip on you. You're free to act. You're free to move. You're free to live. But it starts with the guts to say the truth about what you fear most. Move your body, master your mind. The fastest way to kill fear is through motion. You cannot outthink fear. You cannot sit around analyzing it, breaking it down, and hoping it disappears. You can't fight fear with thoughts alone. You fight it with action, physical action, radical motion. Your body is the weapon you forgot you had. Right now, you're breathing a certain way when you're scared. Your shoulders sag, your eyes drop, you breathe shallow, you move slow, you shrink, and you wonder why you feel powerless? Change your physiology and you will snap fear's neck. Stand tall like you've already won. Square your shoulders like you own the room. Breathe like a warrior who knows he's going into battle and coming out victorious. Breathe deep into your gut, not shallow into your chest. Take up space, move with purpose. Fear needs a weak body to survive. It feeds on low energy, low posture, slow movement. The second you flip the switch and move like a savage, fear can't hang on. You confuse it, you disarm it. You overpower it. Start simple. Jump, scream, sprint, lift, punch, shout. Physiology first. Mental clarity follows. You think courage is some secret emotion that magically appears? No. It's the byproduct of motion. Want confidence? Move like a confident person before you feel confident. Want courage? Move like you already have it. Your mind catches up to your body. every time. Sit slumped over for 20 minutes and try to feel powerful? You can't. You physically can't. Move like a badass for 20 minutes and try to stay afraid. You can't. It's chemical, it's biological, it's primal. Motion shatters fear, emotion follows motion. When you want to hesitate, move. When you want to hide, move. When you want to stall and analyze and think about it, move. Movement cuts through mental noise like a knife. Even one deep breath, even one stomp, even one shout from your gut, and the cycle of fear starts to crack. Momentum is the enemy of fear. When you sit, you stew. When you move, you dominate. Body first, mind second, always. You want to win this battle, you start by winning it physically. Because if you don't control your body, fear will control your body for you. It will make you smaller, slower, weaker, and once your body caves, your mind will cave too. That's the rule, that's the battlefield, and you better own it. Stack your wins. Shatter the lies. Fear thrives. It feeds off the stories we tell ourselves. It feeds on the doubts we allow to swirl in our minds, the lies that tell us we're not enough, that we'll fail, that we're not capable. But the truth is this: you've already won. You've already beaten fear 1,000 times. You just didn't see it. Every time you pushed through, every time you acted, even when you felt afraid, you won. You were strong before you knew it. You were bold before you recognized it. Every single victory you've ever had, no matter how small, is a weapon against fear, a weapon against the lies that say you're not enough. Every single win is proof that you can do more than you thought. And you need to stack those wins up like armor. Stack them higher and higher until the lies can't reach you, because the more you remind yourself of the victories, the stronger you become. The more you celebrate each step forward, the more fear loses its grip. Think about it. When you've crushed a workout, when you've aced that difficult conversation, when you've done something outside your comfort zone, no matter how small, that moment, that feeling is evidence. Evidence that fear doesn't own you, that you are capable. You've succeeded in the face of doubt before, and you will do it again. But you have to recognize the wins. You have to stack them up like trophies, like badges of honor. You have to train your brain to focus on the evidence of your strength, not the noise of your doubts. Because here's the truth: fear is a liar, but so are the voices in your head. The voice that tells you you're not worthy, that you can't make it, that you'll fail again. That voice is the biggest liar of all. The moment you start stacking your wins, you put that liar in its place. Every time you beat fear, every time you act anyway, you add to your arsenal. You give your mind the proof it needs. You build the confidence to face the next challenge head on, knowing that you have done it before and you'll do it again. Fear cannot survive when you are armed with the truth of your own success. So, stack those wins. Stop waiting for perfection. Stop waiting for a moment when it all feels just right. Action, even messy action, counts. A victory doesn't have to be big to count. It just has to be real. And the more you collect, the bigger your belief in yourself becomes, the bigger your confidence, the more you trust that every challenge is just another opportunity to prove who you are. You've already done it. You've already won. The only thing left is to remind yourself of that truth every single day. Make that stack your foundation, build your fortress, and watch how fear crumbles in the face of your undeniable proof. The only way to destroy fear is to constantly prove to yourself that it's wrong. The only way to crush doubt is to keep stacking your victories, no matter how small. Because the bigger your stack gets, the weaker fear becomes. It has nothing left to stand on. Burn the boats, bury plan B. You want to crush fear for good? Then burn your escape routes, bury your safety nets. You can't keep giving yourself a way out, or fear will always find a back door to sneak in. When you give yourself an option, fear comes in through that door like a flood. That voice in your head starts saying, it's okay. You don't have to go all in. You don't have to risk it all. You can pull back any time. And that's where most people fail. That's how they stay stuck. They keep their foot in both worlds, and as a result, they get nowhere. You want to win, you want to dominate fear, then you commit fully. No more options, no more backups, no more just-in-case plans. Burn the damn boats. When Cortez landed in the New World, he ordered his men to burn the ships. Why? Because when you have no way out, you do whatever it takes to succeed. You take massive action. You fight like your life depends on it, because guess what? It does. This isn't about playing it safe. This isn't about protecting yourself from failure. This is about full commitment, all in. If you keep a backup plan, your mind will always have a way to retreat when things get tough. But if you have no backup, if you burn the boats, then the only option is to charge forward, no matter what. You've got to go all in or go home. You've got to make a decision that you will not allow yourself to fail, and that decision is the fuel you need to push through every moment of doubt. This is how winners think. This is how champions are made. You think Michael Jordan gave himself an option to quit? You think he told himself, if this doesn't work out, I'll just do something else? Hell no. He burned the boat. You want the life you're dreaming about? You want to take fear out of the equation? Then make your decision. Burn the boats. Shut the door to retreat. You're in this. No matter how hard it gets, no matter how many obstacles come your way, you will find a way forward. Because when you have no escape, every setback becomes a lesson. Every obstacle becomes fuel. When you commit fully, you stop thinking about the things that could go wrong. You focus on how you're going to make it work. You focus on the win, not the what ifs. You push forward with all your might, knowing that you can't afford to look back. Fear doesn't stand a chance against that kind of resolve. The truth is, the moment you give yourself an option to retreat, you've already lost. You've already given fear an edge. So stop hedging your bets. Stop protecting yourself from failure. Stop holding on to a backup plan. The only option is success. The only plan is to win. You'll burn the boats, you'll break through the walls, and you'll come out on top. That's the mindset, that's the power. And once you commit to it, nothing can stop you. Train daily or die slowly. Fear doesn't hit you all at once. It's a drip, a slow, consistent drip, designed to wear you down, to erode your confidence, to convince you that you're not capable. It creeps in when you're tired, when you're not paying attention, when you let your guard down. And if you don't train yourself to handle it, it will win. It will steal your dreams one tiny moment at a time. You can't afford to wait for fear to catch you off guard. You have to build the muscle to face it, to act in the face of it, to crush it before it has the chance to grow. The best don't wait for the perfect moment. They train for it. They train every day. You don't just wake up one day with courage. You don't just wake up one day with confidence. You don't wake up one day knowing how to face fear head on. It's not how it works. Courage is built, confidence is earned, and it's earned through training every day, training the mind, the body, and the spirit. Because if you don't train, fear gets a head start. It takes a little piece of you every time you let it slide, every time you hesitate. It grows stronger when you're weak. It gets louder when you're silent. You don't just fight fear when it's in front of you. You fight it every day, even when you don't see it. Because if you don't train for it, you will be weak when it strikes. If you don't prepare yourself, you will freeze when the battle comes. And then you will regret it. You will wish you had done more. You will wish you had trained harder, been more prepared, but by then it's too late. The moment will pass and fear will have stolen what could have been. Training is non-negotiable every day, no excuses. You think the greatest athletes in the world don't train every day? You think the people who achieve the most don't show up, rain or shine, to hone their skills? You think they wait for the perfect moment to practice? No, they train daily. They do the work when no one's watching, when no one's cheering. They push themselves to the limit every single day so that when the moment of truth arrives, they are ready. They have the strength, they have the resilience, they have the confidence to face whatever fear lies ahead. And this isn't just physical training, this is mental training. You need to train your mind to deal with the discomfort, with the doubt, with the uncertainty that fear brings. You need to train your mind to push through, to keep moving, to stay focused, no matter how hard it gets. You need to train your mind to trust that fear is just an illusion, that it cannot stop you unless you let it. And that mental training doesn't happen when you need it most. It happens when you're in the quiet moments, when you're doing the work, when you're preparing for the challenge before it even appears. Training your mind means learning how to control your thoughts, how to silence the doubts, how to focus on what you can control. It means training yourself to take action when every part of you wants to hold back. It means training yourself to get comfortable with discomfort, to embrace it, to push through it, knowing that on the other side is freedom, because fear will always be there lurking, waiting for the chance to strike. It will always try to stop you, always try to convince you that you're not enough, that you're not ready. But if you've trained every day, it doesn't stand a chance. You will act anyway. You will push through. You will succeed because you built the muscle, the mindset, the discipline, the drive. And the more you train, the stronger you become. The more you push yourself, the less fear can hold you back. It's not about waiting for the perfect time. It's about making the time perfect through relentless preparation. If you train every day, fear becomes just a blip on the radar. It becomes something you don't even have to think about. It becomes a mere annoyance that can't stop you from getting what you want. But if you don't train, fear will own you. It will control your every decision. It will stop you from reaching your potential, from living the life you want, from taking the risks that will lead to greatness. Fear doesn't stop when you stop. It grows. It eats away at your confidence. It turns into doubt, into hesitation, into inaction. And before you know it, you're stuck in a cycle, repeating the same mistakes, making the same excuses. And that's why training matters. Training is what gets you out of that cycle. It's what pushes you forward. It's what ensures you don't get stuck, that you don't fall into the trap of complacency. Every day is an opportunity to get stronger. Every day is an opportunity to break the cycle, to make fear less powerful. Every day is an opportunity to prove to yourself that you are capable, that you are stronger than anything fear can throw at you. The key to killing fear is in your daily habits. It's in the commitment to show up, to train, to push yourself, to improve every single day. You don't need to wait for some grand moment to prove your courage. You prove it by showing up, by putting in the work, by building your strength, by training every day. Because when the battle comes, and it will, you won't be caught off guard. You won't be caught weak. You won't be caught unprepared. You'll have the strength, the confidence, and the mindset to crush fear in that moment because you've already done the work. Every single day, when you train daily, you don't just get stronger, you get smarter. You learn more about yourself, about what you're capable of, about how much you can push, about how much more you can handle. You grow, and when fear comes knocking, you don't retreat. You fight and you win every single time. All right, let me ask you this. Are you ready to kill fear, or are you going to let it control you for another second? This isn't about thinking big. It's about acting big. It's about taking that first step, naming the fears that have been controlling your life, moving your body like the powerful force you are, stacking your wins, burning your escape routes, and training every day like your life depends on it. Because it does. You've got one shot at this life. You've got one shot to make it count. And every day you let fear hold you back is a day you'll never get back. So I'm asking you right now, are you done? Done with fear? Done with hesitation? Good. Then stand tall, walk tall, know that every single moment from this day forward, you're going to crush it. Because the battle starts now. And you know what? You're ready for it. The only question is, are you going to own it? I know you will. This is your time. This is your moment. Go after it. Make fear regret the day it ever crossed your path. And if you need more, you know where to come. Tony Robbins track. The journey's just begun. If this hit home for you, if you're ready to take control, hit that subscribe button and don't miss out on the next round of transformation. This is where the winners rise. This is where fear gets left behind. Stay hungry, stay focused, and let's take this journey together. Remember, it's all about action. It's all about results, and it's all about you. You've got what it takes. Now, go make it happen. Catch you next time on Tony Robbins Track.